Hello students, in the last chapter, last part of this chapter we have discussed about the characters of Spirogera uh, and life cycle of Spirogera, discussing about life cycle of the Spirogera. In that we discuss about the systematic position, habitat, structure of thallus and the structure of typical cell. Now we are going to discuss about the reproduction part. So in this Spirogera, it reproduces vegetatively and sexually. So in this asexual reproduction is very rare. So although Spirogera is an aquatic alga, it produces neither zoospore nor the flagellated gametes. So it has a three part as we discussed earlier: vegetative reproduction, asexual, and the sexual one. So first we'll discuss about the vegetative reproduction. So this basically this in the Spirogera, vegetative reproduction takes place by the fragmentation, which is the common method in the of vegetative reproduction in Spirogera. So this fragmentation can be formed by accidental breaking or injuries divide the filaments into three celled portions. So each such portions or fragment germinates to produce a new plant by cell division and growth. Okay, so this much is the vegetative reproduction which takes place by fragmentation. Now the second part, that is the asexual reproduction in Spirogera. So this type of reproduction is reported very few species in very few species of Spirogera. So it takes place by acinides, aplanospores and the parthenospores, or it is also known as the earth zygospores. So the first one, that is the acinides. So these acinides develop from a cell by laying down a thick and a lamellate wall on the original wall. So they may occur in chain form. So acinides are resting spores with abundant food reservoirs. Okay. So in the first picture you can see it, a parallel to the cell wall, a layer is formed. So such spores germinate and give rise to a new filament. Okay. Next part of this asexual reproduction is the aplanospores. So these aplanospores develop from the protoplast of the cell. So the protoplast contract round off at the center. Such a structure develops a wall around it to form a spore. So this aplanospore may be released only on the decay of a parent cells. So they germinate to form a new filaments. Okay. So this example is the Spirogera aplanospora. And the third part, that is a parthenospora, or we can also say as a zygospores. So sometimes gametes fail to fuse due to some mechanical physiological reasons, we can say. Such gametes develop their independent thick wall. This structure gives rise to spore called as a zygospore or a parthenospores. So example is that Spirogera sahani. Okay. So in this picture you can identify it. So the picture A gives about the akinite structure, and the B and C shows the aplanospores, and this D and E shows the azygospores structure, that is the parthenospores. Okay. Now the third part, that is a sexual reproduction. So this sexual reproduction in Spirogera, it takes place by the process called as a conjugation. Okay, in which amoeboid gametes are involved. So the gametes are morphologically conjugation. It is a very primitive method of conjugation. Okay, in most species conjugation takes place at a definite time in a year. Okay, that may be in between the month of February and June. Okay, in the north region of India. So the process of conjugation are of two types. First is the scalariform conjugation, which is a ladder like, and the second part is the lateral conjugation, which is a chain like. Okay, the first we will discuss, that is the scalariform conjugation or ladder like conjugation. So this it is a heterothallic process. Okay, so it takes place during the night and between opposite cells of two neighboring filaments. So it has divided into three major parts, that is the maturation phase, then gametic union phase, and the third is the zygospore phase or zygospore contraction phase. So the first part we can see below the maturation in the structure, we can see. So during the maturation phase, the participating filaments of the same species or Spirogyra come together parallelly. The close contact includes secretion of more mucilage. It holds the filaments together. Okay, so the outgrowth called as a papilia. You can see in the picture C and D, that is a below this maturation phase, some outgrowth has been formed. Okay, so this that known as a papilia, which develops from the cells of one filament. Subsequently, papillae arise from opposite and corresponding points on the other filament. So the double wall of the point of contact dissolved due to secretion of enzymes in it. So it results in the formation of a tubular passage. So it is known as a conjugation canal or conjugation tube. You can see in the further picture, that is a gametophyte union च्या त्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही ते बघू शकता, tube formation is there. So this conjugation apparatus is believed to be result of a chemical stimulus. It is a product of both male and female gametangia. In few species, the conjugation canal may be formed by the outgrowth of male gametangium alone. So this with the initiation of conjugation, the cells of the two filaments accumulate the starch. Okay, and the size of the nucleus and the nuclei also decreases. And in this, what happens? The early stages, the osmotic pressure of the cell sap also fall more in male than in the female cell because of the conversion of sugar into the starch. Then the next part, that is gametic union phase. In this we will see that during this gametic union phase, the protoplast of the conjugating cells, now called as the gametes. So these gametes are formed singly. So the male protoplast shrink away from its wall. It starts moving to the female cell through the conjugation tube. So the shrinkage is brought about by the removal of water from the contractile vacuoles. So the movement of male gametes is often amoeboid. After the arrival of male protoplast, the female protoplast contract from its cell wall. So after fusion of two protoplast, the two nuclei fuses and form a zygospores. Okay, and the third part, in the third part, what happens? That is zygospores contraction phase. In this, after the union of male and female nuclei, the wall of zygospores becomes thick, and the zygospores during this zygospore contraction phase, contractile vacuole of zygospores protoplast loses more water. So consequently it shrink more and assumes a rounded or oval form. So in the scalariform type of conjugation, all cells of filament behave alike. That is, all neither act as a male gametes or female gametes. Thus at the end of the conjugation, all the cells of one filaments are empty and all the cells of the opposite filaments contains a zygospores. Okay, in the picture you can notify it. So this was the sexual reproduction first part, that was the scalariform conjugation, that is the lateral phase, and the second part, that is of the sexual reproduction, that is the lateral conjugation or the chain like conjugation. So this chain like conjugation is again divided into two types, that is the indirect or terminal lateral conjugation and the direct lateral conjugation. So the first part we will discuss, that is the indirect conjugation, or the lateral indirect lateral conjugation, or terminal lateral conjugation, sorry. So it is of a rare occurrence. It happens. It is found in the Spirogera affinis species. So it occurs in between two adjacent cells of the same filaments. So therefore, such plants are bisexual, monoecious, or homothalous. Okay, the same thing. In this type of conjugation, a papilla-like outgrowth is formed in the transfer spectrum. In further occurs of the development of it breaks and forms a side passage between the two cells. So of this the upper cells behaves as a male gametangium and the lower one as a female gametangium. Through this side passage, the male gametes passes and fuses with the female gametes. As a result of this, zygospores is formed. So this type of conjugation is called as a chain-like conjugations. Okay. Now in the second part, when we discuss about this, that is a direct lateral conjugation. So this was I think discovered by the Younger in the 1956. So he reported this type of conjugation. He found this conjugation in Spirogera georgiensis. So in this alga, the filament are attached to the substratum by the basal lobed holdfast cells. Means at the basal point of the स्पायरोगेरा म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी ते अटॅच असतात सबस्ट्रॅटमला अटॅच असतात त्यात होल्ड फास्टच्या ठिकाणी खालच्या बाजूला असतात. सो द लॅटरल कॉन्जुगेशन अकर्स बिटवीन द टू सेल्स situated just above the basal cells. So during this process the female cells becomes rounded but the male cells remains without any change. So the cell next to the basal cells is the female cells. So the protoplast of the male cells becomes somewhat conical on the side next to the female cells. It starts pressing against the spectrum. Okay. The protoplast of the male cells shrink and the conical end of the male gametes become elongated and rod shaped. You can see in the picture. So it gradually gradually presses more and more against the spectrum pass. Okay. To the So finally the content of the male gametes passes into the female gametangium. The perforations or the performations of the middle of the spectrum according to the scientist is brought about by secretion of certain kinds of enzymes. It is formed due to the formation some kind of enzymes and some extent due to physical process force exerted by the male gametes. Okay, so this third or the second part, that is a direct lateral conjugation, is basically depends upon that scientist thoughts, that is he found out in the species of Spirogera georgiensis in 1956. So these are the reproduction type. Next type is the germination of zygospores. So in this part, which is the last part of the reproduction, so as a result of conjugation, a fusion product zygospore is formed. So it is surrounded by 3-layered thick wall. It is highly resistant to extreme cold and draught one. Then the zoospores generally sinks to the bottom of water. After varying period of rest, it undergoes a germination. Then during germination, the diploid nuclei of the zygospores undergoes meiosis, forming 4 haploid nuclei, 3 of which generate and 1 remains functional. Okay. So in the meantime, the two outermost layers of the zygospore walls rupture while the innermost cellulose layer emerges out in the form of cylindrical germ tube. So this germ tube divides transversely into cell Spirogyra filament. Okay. Then the multicellular filament develops by successive division of the distal cells of the two-celled filament. Okay. Thus, on germination zygospores, a haploid multicellular Spirogyra plant is formed. So, this much is the part of the reproduction one. Thank you very much.